think this is worth pausing on, which is a erectile dysfunction problem is often a symptom of a cardiovascular issue, right? How many people are struggling with these issues, specifically the erectile dysfunction issues? And what age are they?
Yeah, so it starts early. I think there's always been a sort of a disconnect where we think young guys don't have this, or if they have it, it's all in their head. That's not necessarily true. Many young men do develop erectile dysfunction because of biologic factors. But the data is really robust on older guys. So above the age of 50, we see 52% of men having erectile dysfunction, which is
52% of men?
And it goes up 10% every decade. So 60% of 60-year-olds, 70% of 70-year-olds. So erectile dysfunction continues to worsen. This happens because, one, our blood vessels get older, they get stiffer, they're not functioning as well as they should. And we're seeing also a rise in all these other comorbid conditions like diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure. All of these affect how healthy your blood vessels are. And so with these, they see the problem in their penis, or in women's case, in their clitoris, before they see heart disease or strokes or brain issues or dementia.
I think this is worth pausing on, which is a erectile dysfunction problem is often a symptom of a cardiovascular issue, right?
Yeah, we call it a canary in a coal mine. So it is like telling you that something bad is coming. So the data would support that when you have erectile dysfunction, if it's because of an organic reason, right, not psychogenic, but most people I think have a combination of both, that within 3 to 5 years, you will start developing issues with your heart. And so it precedes those issues. And if 7 years later, 14% of those guys will have a heart attack. And so it's really an opportunity. Sexual problems are an opportunity to look inside, to figure out what's going on, and to investigate and to change your life.
And when you say erectile dysfunction, we should probably define what that means, because there's going to be a lot of guys sat at home now thinking, oh my God, my penis is a bit softer than usual.
Yeah, so erectile dysfunction is defined as the inability to maintain an erection that's sufficient for intercourse. So you can get an erection, but it goes away before you ejaculate or climax. And so that's typically, and I think it's really important to differentiate that from something like premature ejaculation, where you climax too soon. So you ejaculate before you want to, but that doesn't mean that you have a problem maintaining your erection.